Hey everybody, Adam and Paul back.
Wait, let's start. Wait, Adam. Hold up. We're gonna start out with I'm gonna throw the beatbox and then you do the intros.
Oh,
in the
okay,
beatbox.
okay, Paul.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
Let's do it. You know what? I think that the YouTube or whatever is like, or it's like it's silencing Paul. But anyways, we've got Greg Cullen with
that was good stuff. You missed it all.
Hey, that might be for the best.
2021 Bowie Baysox. How are you, Greg? How are you doing, Greg?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
No doubt about it. We are excited to chat, and I'm telling you what a year 2021 was. But obviously for you, it was a year in which you had to battle through an injury in your first Double-A game. I mean, that had to be the biggest letdown to finally get
that was tough.
opportunity and then have that happen. Tell us about that, and then we can go on.
Yeah, so I mean, first Double-A game, right? You're really excited to get out there finally, especially because I pulled the hamstring first week of spring training. So I was just really excited to get back out there and finally be with guys. Especially first year with the Orioles, you want to come out and kind of prove yourself. But it was around the 6th inning. I was going to dive for a fly ball. It was kind of in that no man's land, like right field, second base, first base, kind of that converging area toward the line. And I went to dive for it, and then JC Escara, he kind of tripped over me, and just JC's a big boy. He kind of drove me for a couple of yards. So I ended up spraining my shoulder. So that put me back on the IL for a couple weeks, but shoulder feels great now, and we're just enjoying the off season, getting the body right.
Good. I'm excited about it. I'm once again, as we talked pre-show, since my team had completely crapped the bed, it immediately was like 90 days to baseball. I'm ready to go.
That's right.
Go baseball, baby.
Hey, my team's still going, boys.
Shut up.
That's
rookie.
Bills going strong.
It's pretty amazing. It's been a long time, hadn't it, Greg, since the Bills were like this at this level. I mean, you weren't even
Adam, don't get me started
on God's green earth when I went back in that era.
Yeah, so I was born in '96. So if you can do the math, I haven't seen many playoff games as a Bills fan. So
I thought I heard that nobody in the history of internet texting has ever texted the Bills made it to the playoffs. I heard that's like, if you take the last time they made it, and then when internet came out with messaging, they just missed each other.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
There was a big gap.
Yeah, from 99 until a few years ago, right?
Oh, so I think it was with Tyrod. We needed the
Tyrod
Bengals.
Taylor. I love that guy.
Paul, you're not gonna like
this.
Tyrod. I love Tyrod.
Like this ending. So we beat the Dolphins. This was week 17, and we needed the Bengals to beat the Ravens
with Andy Dalton.
Paul, earmuffs. Andy Dalton converted a 4th and I think it was like 4th and 24 touchdown to Tyler Boyd. I'm going crazy. Bills made the playoffs. It was great.
I ain't worried about it.
We gotta let you know. You might not know this. This is a little behind the curtain, but Baysox general manager Brian Shellcross was a college football player, and he was a field goal kicker at William and Mary, and his roommate was the current Bills head coach,
Sean
McDermott.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, Brian Shellcross is in Sean McDermott's wedding. So if you are back in Bowie this year, you guys
will have to make that connection.
They are basically best friends. It's really something. It's really amazing.
Well, I'm a big Sean McDermott fan. Like we're lucky to have him. He's totally changed the whole culture there. And
undoubtedly,
there's there's a lot of similarities between the Orioles right now and the Bills, like kind of trending in that right direction of getting the culture right. And then like that'll correlate to the product on the field.
Let's talk about you a little bit, though, about being from upstate New York, Rochester, New York. Paul's got his Niagara jersey on.
It is no. I'm going to show you again. It's for my classmates. Southwestern Sabres, class of 1990.
He's wearing
Southwest
the purple.
Sabres.
He's wearing the purple.
Purple pinstripes, like the purple Eagles. By the way, what the hell is a purple eagle?
That's a great question. I think it dates back to Greek mythology, but I couldn't give you a definitive answer there, Paul.
Well, Paul, the
We'll have to
craziest,
pull up the Wikipedia page.
the craziest factoid of the 2021 Bowie Baysox was that we had 3 players basically from Rochester, New York.
Mhm.
Right?
Really?
I mean, that is unbelievable when you put together Patrick Dorian and,
Yeah.
and then of course our reliever, Steve Klimek. It's unbelievable. This is not Miami, Florida. This is not San Pedro de Macorís in
Right.
the Dominican. This is Rochester, New York. So how cool was that? As it looks like there we go. Greg's back. How cool was that, Greg, to represent Rochester in that way? And also Rochester was a longtime Orioles affiliate.
Right. So I always kind of knew that growing up, that the Orioles kind of had that affiliation with Rochester, right? Because Cal Ripken, a lot of I started to realize there's a lot of big Orioles fans in Rochester. Like, because when I was growing up, it was always the Twins, right? So that I kind of was a big Twins fan just for that reason, because I'd go to all the games growing up. But Dave Walker, the head trainer, he lived in Rochester for like 4 years, and he was always talking to me about Rochester and like asking me about places if I'd been there or not. But the craziest thing is too, 2 people in the front office were also from Rochester, Catherine Rowe and then Jackson McDonald. I actually played against Jackson in high school. We kind of made that connection, which is pretty crazy.
Now, do you like rub that in his face? Like, welcome to the office. Don't step on the grass.
Our paths
Don't step on my grass.
But we took care of his team. Don't worry. We got the better of good old Webster Thomas.
That's amazing, though. I mean, and the crazy thing about the Orioles in Rochester is that it's one of the famous things about Rochester that they played the longest game ever in 1981 against Pawtucket. They played 34 innings. And both third basemen ended up in the Hall of Fame because Cal Ripken was Rochester's third baseman and Wade Boggs was Pawtucket's in that game.
Wow.
Nice.
That's incredible. Can you think about that for a second? What did you say? 34?
34 innings. Yeah.
Think about how long like 14 innings is. Like, that's a long game. You're pretty tired.
The first time they brought
more to that. That's incredible.
The first time they brought this, the whole idea of extra innings, put a guy on second base. Swear to God, our Baysox, the first time we ever did that, we still won like 16 innings. It did nothing. They scored him,
we kind of
and
like
the
to
next
do that,
team scored him, and it's like, well, it's not working.
Paul, we had the first ever new extra inning rule game was a Baysox game ever in baseball.
It was crazy. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. So I'm gonna jump in real quick to his academics. You mind there, Adam?
No, hit it, Paul.
First of all, what the hell is academic exploration program? Is that like I didn't decide?
Was that his major? What was that?
It's kind of,
it's an undecided, I guess.
There's a deal. It's pretty much just getting your gen eds out of the way.
So you played volleyball and pottery. Pretty much.
Basket weaving was in that too. Don't count out basket weaving.
Look, that is a survival skill right there. You need to catch a fish out in the woods. You ain't got nothing. Basket weave that thing.
Yeah, but it's honestly, I loved it because I was kind of unsure of like what I wanted to do. So I was between business and education, and I'm like, my personality, I just can't sit at a desk all day. So I think I chose the education route, and hopefully like in 20 years when baseball is all said and done, I'll start up that teaching career.
Or
I'm telling you, I think you've got the personality to be like an incredible businessman, though. I really do.
Yeah,
there's something about loving the game, though, isn't there? I mean, like it's a killer. You were like the perfect age for a player that was negatively affected by the 2020 shutdown. So for you missing a whole season and coming back, how much more did baseball in a way like mean to you last year?
Definitely. When I was rehabbing with Delmarva, that first game was pretty special, especially I put in a lot of work that off season, and to have that injury was kind of like that's a tough start. But the biggest thing I took away from this whole season was you just have to stay positive, whether it's in baseball or life. Injuries, struggles will happen in life, right? It's just you can go about it multiple ways. And I try to stay positive the whole year. And I could have been better. Like I pulled my hamstring 3 times this year. Like, but I really, that's not doing anybody any good. Right.
Mhm.
So I tried my best to bring a good attitude every day. And, yeah, that's not just in baseball. That's how I think a lot of people should act. Right. Cause we're just lucky enough to be on this earth, let alone, you know, I play professional baseball. I'm fortunate. Right.
No doubt.
And I want to do everything in my power to keep this going. And that's kind of the perspective I carry every single day. Like every time I walk in that locker room door, I want to be a positive impact and help. Like if guys are having a down day, be that spark plug, right? Even if I'm not playing, like I can still have a role.
I read a lot of interviews about you today, doing my research, and the words that would come up is very personable, very positive. And then there was gritty, and I got a little confused with gritty. Like a gritty oyster is not good. If you're swimming, if you're down the ocean, if you're down the ocean and your pants get gritty, it's not feeling good. But apparently, it was a very positive thing about you. You're gritty, buddy.
Gritty's good in baseball.
No, I kind of embrace that gritty attitude, because. Yeah, I'm not come on now. I'm not the biggest guy. I'm not. I mean, I can put up some reps on the bench, but I'm not the strongest guy. But
have you ever touched Watson's truck?
No, you don't do that. You can't.
No. I heard it was permission given during the last interview that he does let some people drive his truck.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 2 there. No driving, no touching. So
no means no.
So your career in baseball started in the 7th grade, I heard. Although you did a lot of little league stuff and things of that nature. You also were the McQuaid Student of the Month in 7th grade. What was that like?
Damn, you're going deep there, Paulie.
Hey, I do my homework, sir. What was it like being the 7th grade Student of the Month?
To be honest, that was a pretty big deal. I'm not even BSing with you right there, because for me, like, not that I'm a bad student, but I mean, academics, I'd always just been that B plus student, and getting Student of the Month, that was a pretty big deal. But yeah, I kind of forgot about it up until this point. So thank you.
How did
ego there, Paul?
How did I'm going to throw out the names. I didn't write these down. How did Flo, Ed, Paul, and Jim celebrate with you?
One more time.
Flo, Ed, Paul, and Jim. Your brothers and your mom and dad. What are their names again?
Paul, Jeff, Ellen, and Dan.
How did you all celebrate that momentous occasion in the 7th grade?
That's a great question. Usually we'd I think we headed over to there's this burger place in Rochester, Bill Gray's. We would go there for like every celebration. So I'm assuming I don't have that good a memory. So I'm assuming we went to Bill Gray's.
That's acceptable.
Greg, I do have to ask you about your memory of the Arizona Fall League this year, right? That had to be pretty cool. And
that was, yeah.
And I do feel like you have to be excited about bringing it together with the Orioles, because your kind of your profile as a player really matches what this new regime is looking for, meaning you are outstanding in plate discipline. And I know that is something that has really driven your game, meaning you have the ability to wait and be patient for the right pitch to hit.
Right. And that's kind of come a long way, right? Because I've always had good bat to ball skills. That's kind of something I've always just had in my repertoire. But I truly do think the work we did, and that's the great thing about being with the Orioles, right? I was on the IL for the majority of the season, but I truly do feel like I got better just because of the preparation we did. Even though I couldn't play, I could still participate in some of the drills. Like a lot of mixed BP, a lot of, even in batting practice, just controlling that zone. I think that definitely made me a better hitter, and it showed in the fall league, right? The numbers kind of reflect that. But I can still get better. I feel like you still have to train those skills. I feel like I have good plate discipline, but I can make that elite, right? So you always have to keep training that. And I've been doing some things this offseason to so I have good plate discipline, right? But Oh, 10%, boys. Might have to find the charge here.
Horrible button discipline, though.
But I'm changing a couple things in my swing, and hopefully we can have that average up a little bit more this year, and just put together good at bats. That's really my goal every single time. So yeah, I'm excited for next year.
Now that your social media is moving up and you're almost to a blue check. Back when you were 6, you wrote a little something about what you wanted to do when you grow up, and it was to be a baseball player at age 6, and you wanted to play for the Braves or the Blue Jays, and you ended up getting drafted by the Braves. How did that feel? And then I've got the follow-up on that one.
So I think that it's funny because we were moving actually, and we kind of stumbled across that. We good?
Yep. Yeah, that's good. Just keep your head way down on the desk like this.
There you go. We were moving houses, and we came across that letter, and we just kind of held on to it until after draft day. And wouldn't you know, the Braves drafted me.
Wow.
I don't remember being a Braves fan. I think it was because my dad went on a business trip down to Atlanta, and he brought a bunch of Brave stuff back. So I think at the time I was like 7 years old.
Yeah, it said 6, but yeah.
So I think that I just kind of stuck with the Braves because of I got a jersey, so kind of have to go with the Braves. I think we're pretty close to Toronto, being from Rochester, so I think that's why the Blue Jays were the second team. But yeah, pretty cool.
There was 2 more points on that. One was you wanted to learn next year to write cursive. How did that go?
It was a big year for cursive.
Yeah. Did you learn like autographing skills and stuff like that?
Well, the autograph skills so far, but yeah, I probably.
And you said you wanted to.
In the offseason, huh?
You said you wanted to meet Barry Bonds. You wanted to meet Curtis Joseph, and you wanted to meet Eric Moulds.
Curtis.
So far,
Eric Moulds.
Eric Moulds. It was Buffalo Bills
goalie at that time.
No, he was the Red Wings goalie.
Oh,
So did you meet any of those guys?
I'm 0 for 3 still.
Oh, okay.
But I wish Eric Moulds was stuck on some bad Bills teams. He deserved to be on these Bills teams. Eric Moulds was a top receiver at that time. So
because I like
0 for 3, haven't met.
Because I like you. Truth is, I'm going to work on you introducing Eric to you. He's kind of excited that a ball player who's now making it was a big fan of his as a kid. Stop. And he could not do it right now because he was training some kids, but I'm going to work on it in future that you get to meet Eric and live your lifelong childhood. Oh my God, that man is a running back god.
Honestly, that would be incredible because I am a diehard Buffalo Bills fan, and you go up to Buffalo, Eric Moulds is still a household name.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
Say that right now.
I believe he does. By the way, he does have a blue check in his social media, so you can work up to that.
Yeah. You gotta take some notes, huh?
But
blue checks are overrated. Come on now, it's just social media. It's not real life.
It's not real life. I mean, unless you're marketing yourself.
Yeah. You're right.
All right, Adam, what I got left?
What are you doing right now have you ramped things up? We're talking here early in 22. You probably got, how much time do you got? About a month and a half before you head to spring training, or?
Yep. So I'm actually going to head down to Florida. Gosh, it's coming up 3 weeks. I'm going to get down there early. I'll be living with Robert Newstrom and Pat Dory, my boys. So we're going to have a place down there.
Jimmy Neutron. That's little Jimmy Neutron. I love him.
So, yeah, we'll have a place down there. We'll train for a month, and then we'll be back on our way.
Will you be able to make it back for the Bills Super Bowl parade?
Okay, so I'm knocking on wood right now. If that does happen, which I hope it will, I might have to consider that. Get back up.
All right. Well, when you're ready, Adam, I've got my rapid questions.
Let's do it
hit him
to it.
with. All right. So here's how it usually works, Greg, is I will come up with, it used to be, I'll give you two things, you pick something. It's not right or wrong, but you got to explain why you did. But today I've changed it all up.
Oh no.
Since you're a boy from Rochester and you're now moving into the Baltimore, Maryland area,
Yeah.
I'm going to start giving you, I'm going to give you 8 celebrities.
Okay.
And you tell me whether they were born in Rochester or in Maryland.
All right, let's do it.
No, look, nothing's wrong except you. So let's do this. Number 1, China. China, the female wrestler / adult entertainment.
Rest in peace, by the way, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
she
the
was
one.
Game, set, match.
Did you say adult performer?
Yeah, well, she, you know,
I haven't seen her work. I'm sorry.
I did my research. And he's gone again.
Sorry.
Hello.
This is my bad. Yeah, I haven't seen her work. I'm gonna assume is I don't know too many adult performers from Rochester. I'm gonna go Maryland. She's from Maryland.
She's from Rochester. She's your girl. Sorry. Real quick, I was told this was something brought up by Phil. He wanted to know a little bit about what is this all about?
Oh my god.
What the hell is that all about?
So I
No, wait. What is that all about, Mr. Banana? What?
They're kind of sweet, huh?
They are. That's a sweet jersey. All I kept seeing was like, you know, monkeys don't cramp or something like that.
So I like to eat throughout the games. That's just I just like to just be continuously eating, and I would just have like 2 bananas every single game. So throughout the season, my nickname was Banana. My pitching coach would just go Banana every time he saw me. So that was Players Weekend. He's like, you have to, your nickname's Banana. You got to put it on the jersey. So
Oh my god.
It'd be funny to strap together some bananas and take.
Greg,
You know,
I gotta
maybe
tell you
we
an old
can-
minor league. I got to tell Greg an old minor league story of mine. So my first full-time team I worked with was Salem. At that time, in
Okay.
the Carolina League, and their monkey in the zoo broke free, and he was just
wow.
on the loose, and it was a nationwide story. They could not find Oops the monkey.
Oops, the monkey.
Yes. So we had a kids' day game.
Oops, had a little
We
oops.
basically said, if you bring a banana, you get a $1 ticket. And we had 78 bananas brought to the stadium for that game that day.
Ah,
But nobody had any plans for what to do with the bananas. So I ate bananas for like a week and a half. For breakfast.
hey, good potassium. Potassium
exactly.
levels were skyrocketing. that
It's
week.
just too bad that you weren't on that team.
So I'm hoping like with Rodriguez right now, Grayson, when they bring the gas cans, maybe we just bring bananas to the game. Just bring in your banana. Now you got to remember, fans have got to remember, you must put them in the clear bag so that the people can look at it.
Of course.
You know, lawyers and stuff, and make sure they know, don't hide the bananas coming in.
Right.
Okay, back to what we were talking about. China was China was your
Go for
girl.
one.
Okay.
Heading to number 2, Lou Graham, the lead singer of Foreigner.
That is Rochester.
That is
100%.
Rochester.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Lives in Webster.
Number 3, Babe Ruth.
There's no. It's got to be Maryland.
All right, it is.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, I'm curious. where
Babe
Maryland's
Ruth's
from.
Downtown
he
Baltimore.
was born a block
really?
or 2 from Camden Yards, and his dad owned a bar that literally is where center field is. So if you
Wow.
play center field, you're literally hanging out where
With
his
Babe.
dad was 100 years ago.
in Babe's living room.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
number 4, Jada Pinkett Smith.
There's no shot. Like the big names, I would know if she's from. She's got to be from Maryland.
All right, you got that one. Number 5, Cab Calloway.
Ooh, the jazz
Yeah.
musician.
One more time.
Cab Calloway.
Cece.
Yes, CC.
I'm gonna say Rochester. There's a lot of good jazz musicians that come from Rochester.
So funny enough, born in Rochester, but lived in Baltimore. So he was kind
Wow.
Yeah,
So
there you
50
go.
Native of
That's the
both.
question.
I don't know if
Paul,
he
you're
was a
tricky.
hefty
You're
lefty
tricky.
though.
now you number 6, over to Nancy Pelosi. And he's gone again. No politics, Paul. Nancy Pelosi.
I'm gonna go Maryland.
And she was from Maryland, Little
That's
Italy,
right.
actually, from Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Number 7, David. Since we are the BayWatch, David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, we are the BayWatch. I
I'm
thought the
gonna
answer
go
was Germany.
They love him in Germany.
They love him.
Maryland.
He
Browns.
was born in Baltimore.
There
David
we go.
I
Hasselhoff.
never knew that.
Number 8, John Lithgow. Third rock from the sun, father.
Ooh.
John Lithgow.
I'm just gonna go Rochester. I'm playing the odds game here. Rochester.
You got it right. So I think you only got a couple wrong.
Hey, that's that AP working for me right there.
It well, no. I mean, depending on the college you went to, you would have had China. Let's be honest. And that's all I've got on my list
Niagara,
today.
It's Niagara, not the alternative. If you know what I mean.
But it's definitely ploosh. Ploosh. That's what Niagara Falls does with a
you wanna
barrel.
Greg, thank you so much, my man. We appreciate you
Of
taking
course.
the time to do this.
No,
Folks,
thank you guys
this-
for having me. I appreciate it.
No doubt, Paul, Adam, Greg Cullen, the BayWatch, and we will see you again shortly.
Thanks, Greg.